check, check. So for a long time, people would come around, right, and they'd say, "Hey, I know you. I know you from the movies." And I was immediately think GDP Underground Sound at home movies with Brent Midland, or through until the passing of Jerry Garcia or something, and then later days at like Nugs.tv, sort of similar events and bootlegs and all sorts of Nassau Coliseum 32990 stuff or whatever. Hey, I know you from the movies. And then they start like humping a little bit or touching themselves and things. And I says, oh. So, like, I don't know, like 1,200 days later, xvideos.com came out, and I put out like close to 50 videos, and I had like maybe twice as many pictures or 75 pictures, and they said, wow, that's nice, that's nice, the nudie pictures. And so I got verified and I got sponsored and things, and that gives me a little bit more comfort. They come around and go, hey, I know you from the movies. And immediately I think, or I'd shout right back at them, and it says, I put out some of my own. They're selfie videos. They're legal. You know. Oh, I mean, did this and that and this and that and this and that. So for a long time, live, the radio show was thousands and thousands of days, and my neighbor was born in 1910, and those things were brand new, and their parents were, from certain years and things, and then their grandparents would come over or something similar, and what there was this whole, hey, we know him. Is he from the movies? Is he from TV? Is he really the president's now? And they'd say something like, I want for my kids I want my kids to have the freedom to choose what they learn in schools. Is what I could remember for that. And he's on the half dollar. Yes, he really is on the half dollar still today. You really still can get those in banks. You really still can get Sacagawea gold dollars in banks. So if I buy it, yep. Well, sure, might as well go into that because of mafia stuff or whatever. Like, that was a theme from show 1 to 100, I guess. Um, so Sacagawea gold dollars, they're made out of gold, yeah. So you go ahead and get $100 in ones, and then you go ahead and get $100 in Sacagawea dollars, and then I guess you could sell them for gold, or like, preferably don't melt them down yourselves, but somehow gold is worth more than a dollar as far as the Sacagawea gold dollars. There's real gold in this, like there was. Anyway, Kennedy half dollars, are probably at an all-time high as far as price around the world. So, yeah, my project, eb.sp87, or my eBay account, it was like I'd look up, trying to get some Jerry Garcia bills, thinking they were counterfeit money, and they'd come up with like USD. It was like USD standard. It's like, buy $1 for $1.50. I was like, okay, well, buy $1 for 50 cents. I was like, oh, I'm learning here. It wasn't up to speed. This is World Wide Web supposedly, and it was all like interstate trading. Of all sorts of any bills. So you go ahead and you could list like a stack of 100 George Washington bills. And how much would they pay? Like $105. It's like, wow. So but it goes through the mail and you gotta wait, and most of it really is legal. Yeah, so I don't know, and what are these? They're like, well, those are rubles. They're up to date, and these are, European Union monies, and they're like, that was just invented a few years ago, and things like that. And it was all sorts of like, hey, I know you. Is he from the movies? It's like our current vice president was on TV for like 30 years as an evangelical preacher, and he looks good for his age, as far as I can tell. So he was like going to school from ages 4 to 18, public schools, and then we'll take a little break. And he was on TV for like 30 years. When he turned 35, he wound up with a position for the Vatican. But he was on TV at the same time. And said, yeah, doesn't his TV show lead right into like World Church or something, of some kind of mass or something like that? Yeah, pretty much for like 30 years it was like that. So how old do we think he is now? Probably about 75. But if he says his age is different, I mean, most recently he came out and he says he has a religion. It's Christian. Is that good? Is that good? And he smiles and he says, yes, 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 that's good, right? Yeah. Anyway, so I was going over all this stuff live for like thousands of days, and as far as the vice president for hundreds of days now, live, really thinking it was recording, really thinking I did make those uploads. And what does that have to do with this guy that someone else was visiting, or was that me? Should I talk in third person about a local hero that was like a playing If God Was One of Us, because we really did lose Wounded Knee in 1970. As far as me, I think traffic, Route 1, Maine to Florida, and then there's the highway right over there, and they go through 2. And it's like, wow, this is a 1600s, founded, 1776 founded, and there's just so many people that really don't care and probably will never, that just drive right through. And, they go ahead and they go buy gas, or they go buy smokes, or they go do whatever the heck they want, drive right by. And, and I'm gone, do I have any money? I think I have some. I think I have some EBT left, so maybe I could go buy some grocery store food at the convenience store. For the World War III, Great Depression, basic staples, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey, sort of grocery store milk. So I stay, the color that it says on my ID I should be says. Um, it's just interesting, you know. Well, I heard he put in his 2 weeks, and that was like 12 weeks ago, and actually, for that second, I thought he really did work there still, so he should shop somewhere else. There was the Dollar Tree. You know what? I may have been technically fired by now, as far as, on the books. I hope I get my paycheck. I'm looking forward to $160 at least. $11 an hour, 2 8-hour days. I should get at least $160, as far as after taxes. And pretty sure if they fired, I didn't get the memo I couldn't shop there. And they have my numbers. So they should probably call ahead if I'm no longer allowed to shop there. I've been shopping there since 2003. That's the first time they've actually put me on the books as far as working there. So I'm proud about that. And I gotta go. G2G, chickity check, check, check. 3 3 2 2 2 2 2 2 1.